Greetings, folks, and welcome to Vinyl Therapy Sessions, the Ghostbusters 2019 35th Anniversary Edition. I am your host, Coco Smooth, and let's take a trip back to memory lane for them kids that were born in the 70s and 80s. We were just people who just actually watched Ghostbusters back in the day, right? This movie was advertised as a comedy based on the staff, well, not the staff, but the actors that they had hired. They're all, Bill Murray being a star comedian and Dan Aykroyd, right? So I didn't realize when I was watching this movie that there would be a little more, there would be a lot of really good science fiction in it, and actually taken a little bit more seriously than I thought. It'd be more comedy than actual sci-fi. And to me, it was a pleasant balance of both. Right, made it an instant classic, awesome soundtrack. Even though originally it was done by Huey Lewis and the News, but stolen by Ray Parker Jr. Now, yeah, I don't know. You guys have to watch VH1 Behind the Music. They explained that in that one. It was pretty sad actually, because all this time I thought Ray Parker Jr. was dope, only to find out that he stole the song from Huey Lewis in the News. Right. At any rate, it's still funny because it's only now that I realize I was 40 years old plus when I realized how funny the line "Bustin' makes me feel good." Totally inappropriate if you think about it. Because it's the truth. Bustin' makes me feel good too. At any rate, I'm so sorry, folks. Uh, at any rate, folks, on with the show. So, as much as I like Funko, as much as you guys see how much I love Funko, I did not like the original teddy bear look from back in the day, right? And that's why I was more drawn to the more recent bodies that they're using. These are better bodies than what they were doing with the teddy bear bodies of yesteryear, right? This is more appealing to me than everybody looking having the same pose and looking all buff, trying to. But yeah, look at this. This is much better, you know. I wish there was one variant that they did with somebody holding the PKE meter, and I wish they even did Janine, but they didn't. Either way, got Egon Spengler played by Ramus. I forgot his first name. Oh my gosh! And sadly they couldn't do a sequel with him, third one, because he had tragically passed away. He was one of my favorite Ghostbusters, even in the cartoon, because he was the nerd of the group. He was so smart. I like all the supernatural knowledge they possessed. He brought up Tobin's spiritual guide often, and that is why I liked Egon as my favorite Ghostbuster. He was a smart one. Yeah, so that's that. Got Dr. Peter Venkman, played by Bill Murray. He was the smart but a-hole-ish character in the group. Everyone needed one of those. Kind of like I guess, the alpha male personality of the group. Yeah, Bill Murray, funny. Always liked his characters too. Ray, he was the Dan Aykroyd character who was way nerdier in a I guess too into the gadgets kind of nerdy. That kind of nerdy guy. While Egon was nerdy, Ray was kind of nerdy in his own way, but not in a way that I was really want to associate myself in my nerddom. But either way, he was cool in his own kind of clueless, nerdy ways. But yeah, Dan Aykroyd did a good job playing this character. I'm surprised they didn't do Sigourney Weaver's character in a dress and stuff. That would have been cool. I'd have bought it. And then there's Winston Zedmore. Um, he was the fourth but Ghostbuster. Um, what I never understood was like, I mean, I guess better late than never, but they should have put him earlier in the movie. They yeah, they kind of did him, I feel like they may have did him a little dirty because he didn't get as much screen time as the others did. But it was cool the way that they, I guess they made up for it when they kept him along for Ghostbusters too, which, by the way, that Bobby Brown soundtrack, that Bobby Brown song, uh, I believe it's all on our own. Oh my gosh, probably one of my most favorite songs of that era. I didn't appreciate it as much back then, but as I grew older, I realized how genius and how great that song sounds. All on our own. Yeah, awesome. I wish, yeah, I wish they made movies more like this. Oh, and he was played by Ernie Hudson. He did some other roles later on, but none as memorable as this. I figure of all the roles he played. I know he played one of the bad guy teachers in the Substitutes. Other than that, all right. And then one of the stars in the cartoon, Slimer. This is the Walmart edition. Um, I'm not sure what the real difference is until I get like a regular version, but this one will have to do because this was the one that was readily available, and I was just needing to do this video as quickly as possible so that you guys get all hyped up for the Ghostbusters movies that's coming up soon. Now you're gonna ask, should I be getting the shit? Why? Where are the pops for the new Ghostbusters movie? The truth of the matter is, for as good as that movie is, I'm just not necessarily attached to it. There's no nostalgia for me yet. I may be singing a whole other tune once I watch the movie, and you probably see me geek out and buy all the characters. But man, I gotta tell you, that last Ghostbusters left such a bad taste in my mouth. I don't know if I was I was convinced not to touch the franchise anymore. Either way, I heard there was the critics say, well, I don't say critics, but viewers said it was really dope. They're upset of the fan service though, but hey, it's the fans that supported this thing this whole time. You know what I'm saying? Not these stupid critics who don't, who probably got to watch these movies for free anyway, and then just whatever's. Anyways, and then the last but not least, the scary library ghost. Yeah, this was the last piece that I was waiting for to show up, and it finally showed up, so I could finally do the video for y'all. I know I don't really get the rides or anything like that. There was probably one with a Funko Pop with them in the Ecto one, which by the way is a pretty iconic whip. But yeah, no, I just don't have space in my house for uh for that just for now. I mean, if I upgrade to a bigger house, then I'll revisit all of that. But in the time being, I'm happy and content with just the regular standard Funko Pops that I do have. I know that I did something different and I went with a jumbo pop, right? But in the Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man, who also just happens to fall into the 35th anniversary collection, right? But look at how cute he is. He's so gosh damn adorable, guys. There's no way in hell that I was gonna say no to this guy. He's just so cute. He reminds me a little bit of that dude in uh the face. He reminds me of that dude in Hook. Whoever took over the pan, uh The pan mantle when uh, Robin Williams' character bounces out. So yeah, just so cute. This dude is so adorable. I can't. Who wouldn't want to stay puffed, Marshmallow Man Jumbo, looking all cute in a collection, right? If I did set these up, I would have definitely had all four of these dudes, getting ready to point the thing to this bad boy right here. But since their poses aren't exactly all in line of crossing streams, it wouldn't really work either way. That's it. That's all I have for this segment of Vinyl Therapy Sessions, the Ghostbusters 35th Anniversary Collection 2019. I am your host, Coco Smooth. And until next video, ciao.